What is going on, everyone? It's DC3 Johnson here with another NBA 2K20 My Career video, guys. So, where we last left off, Kawhi Leonard, who has been injured for the majority of the second half of the season, is returning. This is exactly where we left off. So, see right here already, Wiggins saying hello to the Claw himself. Right now, the series is 3-2. So Clippers are in a must-win situation here at home in LA. And for those of you new to the video, definitely new to the channel, I definitely urge you to check out my other content. We got 2K21 as well. Hit the subscribe button so that way you don't miss anything at all. And already Kawhi's off to a really nice start, putting the Clippers up by 10 here midway through the first quarter as we come in off the bench. Remember, guys, part of the challenge that we're doing is we're basically going to be the six men here. We're playing about 24, 25 minutes per game. Really pushing to get this championship. And also at the same time trying to push these videos out a lot faster than get them cranked out so that way we can finish this series and move on to other projects in 2K21. But right now we're really close. Look, as you can see, Kawhi is literally limping across the court. We're trying to cut this lead as much as we can. Unfortunately, we're not able to stick up that layup. But right here, we screw up, but it ends up working out in our favor because we initially wanted to not take the shot. We wanted to go straight for the layup, and unfortunately, it just does not work out well for us. And so we head to the bench here with about 2 minutes left here in the first. Kawhi, 13 points to end the first quarter already. An amazing start. The Clippers are literally going on a run right now. Now they're literally up by 20, 22, 23 points as we come off the bench down 25. As we get the Draymond gets a nice three-pointer there to get us going. We're going to try to pass it here to Wiggins, who gets the nice and one situation for him. So already getting our first assist, which we've actually been a little quiet this series when it comes to the assist. I think we've kind of been focusing more on getting our own shot here. So that is something that we'll see if we can kind of adjust and get back to how we were doing those 12 plus assists. As Curry gets a nice shot, he ends up throwing it to Wiggins here and ends up getting a nice roll there. And look at that 10-2 run. So we've cut the gap. We're down 17 as Curry again goes to the basket. Morris trying to state his innocence, not doing a great job of it, of course, because the referees are like, nah, you got the foul, you got the foul. So now down 15, trying to put the bread and butter to work and draw a foul, and we've been ice cold this whole game. Luckily, we had Kevon Looney getting our back there as Kawhi draws a foul, finally stopping the bleeding here for the Clippers, who are now only holding on to a 13-point lead. So, and of course, they end up going on a little bit of a run. We're struggling to kind of get out of there, and Steve Kerr has enough and ends up changing the rotation. So you can see Montrezl Harrell 13 points, Kawhi with 15, who is already getting interviewed by David Aldridge. He's like, you know what, man, how's it going? How's it feel to be back? And he's just like, good. We're going to try to win. Look at that. 10% from the field, guys. Our shooting has been very, very touchy, very, very tough, I would dare to say. Not too happy about it. And Kawhi's just over here just running laps around all of us. And this is still with him injured. So the Clippers are obviously a very tough team. I think they only ended up winning one less game than we did, but that's because Kawhi was injured about 20-something games, like the last 20-something games of the season. As we draw a nice foul, finally putting the bread and butter to work here, but I'm trying to see if we can dig ourselves back into this game here and really get the win and close out the series. Right now, guys, to update you guys, it looks like the opponent. Our next opponent could be either the Lakers or the Nuggets. Right now, Nuggets are up 3-2. So Lakers did win Game 5, so it's 3-2 with the series being advanced to the Nuggets here. The Lakers in this game, obviously this is the game that represents the championship run for them, since technically they just won the title with the roster. The one thing I will say is technically DeMarcus Cousins is on that roster, so it didn't update to his release or anything like that, so it's a much tougher Laker organization. So if we do face the Lakers, which is a little unlikely considering they're down 3-2, but if we do face the Lakers, that would definitely be very, very exciting. And definitely a tough series where I think, especially with us coming off the bench as we get fouled out in this game, not that the game was going too well anyway. I mean, the game was pretty much over. Um, but going back to that, like the Lakers would be a very tough opponent, and only playing 25 minutes, that's definitely a challenge. I think that's definitely going to be interesting. I would dare to say it's going to be like this year's playoffs, where the conference finals, especially between the ones between the Celtics and the Raptors, was really really interesting. Probably even more interesting than the actual finals, as there you see both Western conferences are going to Game 7. So the Lakers won again, Game 6. So it's anybody's ball game here as we head to Oakland. Oakland, San Francisco. I decided to wear the Oakland kind of base Warrior uniform, kind of like our last stand, because the Clippers could potentially walk away with a win here, and it pretty much end this series, and call it a career for us here. And so right now Kawhi has kept the Clippers in the game. We kind of had a semi better start, so which is great, but we're only holding on to a 1 point lead. So really really need to get off the board here as we get some nice 1,200 fans. We're gonna throw this, get a nice assist, and Zubac is called for goaltending, and Wiggins has been really surprisingly very good. But we're gonna need a lot more from him, as Kawhi just gets right through me, no problem at all. But we do pick up our second assist there, and Kawhi in traffic. Wiggins is like, no, get out of here, get out of here. So we do end up getting the possession back, and we end up putting the bread and butter to work and get our first foul. We make our first free throw, which is great. We do end up missing the second one, however, and the Clippers bounce back with a nice couple baskets to put themselves back up by 2 here. And we have the potential here to tie. So we make the first free throw, and Jeremy Lin ends up coming into the game. And we go 2 for 2 on that one, which is great. And now potentially here for the lead. And we get the foul on Zubac. And let's see. Okay, first one good. So we retake the lead here. Crowd is probably on their feet, on edge, potentially thinking that, you know what, are the Warriors going to blow a 3-1 series lead and potentially end the playoffs right here, as we missed the second one, and we'll have a chance for one last basket. We take it straight to the rim, no foul, good defense by Zubac, and that will end the first quarter here. 30-31, guys. So very, very, very solid start for us. And definitely going to be a nail biter here at the Chase Center. Chef Curry, 13 points. We were exchanging the lead back and forth with the Clippers here as they end up tying and taking the lead. And now they go in with a nice, with a nice 2 point lead. Harold does not give up on that offensive rebound and puts the Clippers back up by 4 here. 4 minutes, 30 seconds in the second quarter. We go in the next basket and we get the nice assist there to Wiggins, who throws it down. Kawhi just unable to stop him there. And now we have a nice open lane. We able to finish in traffic with Paul George right behind us as we tie the ball game here. And the Clippers go back to make the next possession. But Wiggins ends up retying the game again at 48 apiece. And with that 3-pointer, we take the lead one more time. And so now they pass it to Kawhi, and Kawhi obviously is not going to make things easy for us tonight. Ends up tying the game back. And look at Morris. Oh, he is hyped. He is hyped here as we got the steal on Kawhi. Okay, let's rush. Take it straight to the rim. But you know what? I kind of got scared because I was like, Harold's right behind me, and we end up botching that possession. And now Paul George at the foul line, who is a pretty decent free throw shooter, has the potential to really put them back up by 3 points here, as this will potentially be a crucial possession for us. Unfortunately, nothing there and Gary Trent ends up missing the field goal to end the first half as David Aldridge is interviewing once again Kawhi Leonard, wanting to get his thoughts. Slightly better first half compared to the previous game, 29% from the field. Our plus and minus is a little better compared to the previous game. Granted, I think since it is a closer game, I think that is one of the factors that's playing in our favor as as we don't give up here with the offensive rebounds, and they end up throwing it back to me. We end up getting the rebound one more time. Look at that. Zubac's trying to get the nice block, and we end up holding on to the possession just a little bit longer, trying to use the full shot clock here. As I'm trying to give a screen for Jordan Poole, and he ends up lobbing it and ends up making that basket to put us up by 6 here. I'm going to ask for the ball right here, and we take it straight to the rim, and we get ourselves a nice bucket to make it an 8-point lead. And with that basket, it is now a double-digit lead. Open shot here, and take full advantage of that. And so now it's a 12-point lead here in the third as we're trying to pull away. And now Reggie Jackson ends up getting a 3-point play opportunity on us. Unfortunately, we were just a little slow, and we ended up jumping a little late. So that ends up costing us giving up the basket there. As the Clippers are now 7 points behind. 2:40 left here in the third. Let's see if we can get it right here. Open lane and make the nice basket underneath the rim. And so we put ourselves back up by 9. Reggie, and another 3-point play opportunity, of course. He ends up jumping up just high. And look at this. Morris is just trying to get his teammate fired up here. I'm completely upset. I'm not even looking at Steve Kerr. Like, Steve Kerr's just pissed, and I'm like, damn, I get exactly what you mean, man. And so Reggie once again coming through for the Clippers here, puts them back to a 4-point lead, and now Kawhi ends up getting a foul on Looney with 1 minute 17 here in the third, and it looks like the Clippers are not going to go away. It looks like they're going to be right here, right now, season on the line for both teams, as the scoreboard says, win or go home. So I'm really glad. This is a very interesting Game 7. Never really have been in a situation like this. And especially because our first round series with the Rockets, even though games could have gone either way, it ended in 5. So I never really felt that threat of elimination, which I'm feeling right now, facing the Clippers. Especially when Kawhi came back, I was like, ooh, this is not good. This is not good. As we draw a foul on Zubac early in the early in the fourth here, and we're gonna try it one more time, and this time we get the foul on Morris. So bread and butter coming through for us here in the second half. Already 2 straight fouls in the first minute as they bring Lou Williams and Montrezl Harrell back into the game, and so once again it's a 5-point lead. So far, not really much defense under the rim, so we take it straight to the rim one more time, and we put the bread and butter once again to work, and this time again on Zubac as we extend our lead to a 9-point game here with 9.5 left. Paul George with the nice fadeaway, not going to let his team down, and really help Kawhi pick up the load here as Lou Williams. Again, another basket, and this time we're going to throw it. Chef absolutely just makes it look absolutely easy to put us back into a double-digit ball game here. And, of course, a 3-pointer from Lou Williams puts it back to single digits, and the nice dunk by Paul George. So 7.5 left. It's a 4-point game. Kawhi Leonard with 30 points. Right now we're not too far behind him. We've actually not had a too shabby game as Paul George misses the first free throw on the next possession. And they end up subbing as Klay Thompson's going to take over from here. So it's going to be a little nerve-wracking. So it's a 3-point game there, guys. 6.5, and now it's a 5.5. Ooh, okay, a nice basket there from Curry, so 25. And, Thompson again, so it's 11. And now Curry shoots, and we get into the game with a double-digit lead. So we're up 17 points with 2 minutes to go here in Game 7, guys. So this is going to be absolutely great. We just got to get a nice stop here. And we do give up the foul, but it's totally fine. As long as we're not giving up too much of our momentum away, that's all that matters. As Klay Thompson ends up taking that foul uh, back, basically, as now it's once again a 17-point game with 145 left. And now Wiggins is going to take it to the basket. Look at this 3-point play opportunity as he picks up the foul on Lou Williams. Potentially has the ability to put Golden State up by 20. As Doc Rivers and the team, just you could just look in their faces that they're starting to see that the season is over for them. We're going to have one more possession here. We take it straight to the basket. Unfortunately, we are unable to capitalize there. And that should pretty much do it. Kawhi misses that bucket. They're going to pass it back to me about 15 seconds left here in the fourth. We're going to take it straight to the rim one more time. And we get the bread and butter there. And we make the first free throw, which is great. And we go 2 for 2 from the foul line, actually. So now we are finally back up to 30 points. And we end up getting the game like that. So final score 128 to 108 the Clippers. So a nice 20-point win, guys, but definitely a close game up into that fourth quarter. Kawhi gave us a hell of a run, especially with that dominant performance in Game 6. Unfortunately, just unable to recover in time and to really make a dent. It was a close series, as David Aldridge is interviewing us, and I'm over here excited with the momentum here, because the next video is definitely going to be the conference finals, guys, either between the Lakers or the Nuggets. So if it's the Lakers, it'll be hopefully a must watch, guys. So for those of you who have not subscribed and are new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification. That way you stay up to date and don't miss a single part. Because we're starting to get close to the end, guys. Remember, we're starting to get really close to the end, and this is pretty much going to be the end of the series once we finish these playoffs here, guys, as the team is already kind of getting the morale, the goodbye session, and I'm already going to start missing Jeremy Lin and Anderson Murray, because we have a different squad mates in 2K21. But guys, I really do appreciate you guys sticking around to the end to watch everything, and you guys take care, guys, and stay safe out there. So it looks like we're going to be facing the Lakers, guys, so do not miss that video, guys. Be safe out there, guys.